Hey guys, I'm Coach Kelly and this is Coach John. We're from CrossFit Burleson and CrossFit Cleburne. We are here to review with you the WODs and the standards for Sweetheart Scuffle. Hopefully this will answer any questions you have. The first workout is Reppin with my Sweetheart. This is an 8-minute workout. Partner 1 is going to begin on the rower. Seated on the rower, the partner can adjust the damper to whatever setting you like. Partner 1 is going to have 2 minutes to row. You're not allowed to touch the handle until go. At 3, 2, 1, go, the partner can grab the handle and go ahead and row. They're going to row for 2 minutes, max calories. At the 2-minute marker, partner 2 will now hop onto the rower. This is on a continuous running clock, so there's no time for transition. Partner 2 is going to jump on the rower and they're going to row through to the 4-minute marker. At the 4-minute mark, both partners will transition to deadlift. There will be a men's bar and a women's bar already loaded up for you. Partner 1 is going to deadlift while the other partner holds the bar at the hip. The deadlift reps will not count until the partner that is holding the bar has established the hold position at the hip with the shoulders behind the bar. Communication is really going to be key on this workout. Deadlift standards: knees and hips open with the shoulders behind the bar. Plates return to the ground with each rep. At any time the deadlift hold does not meet the standard of knees and hips open with the shoulders behind the bar, the deadlifts will not count. If the bar is dropped from the holding position, deadlifts will not count. Let's go ahead and see some good reps and bad reps. Good rep, bad rep. Shoulders need to be behind the bar, hips open. This is also the same hold position that must be established. Partners can switch deadlift and holding the bars as they see fit. At the 6-minute marker, both partners are going to transition to the kettlebell. There will be a men's and a women's kettlebell. One partner is going to perform kettlebell snatches while the other holds the kettlebell locked out overhead with one arm. The kettlebell must be in the locked out overhead position before reps can begin. Kettlebell snatch standard. Kettlebell begins below the hip. It can also come off the ground, but the standard will be just below the hip. The kettlebell ends locked out overhead with the bottom of the kettlebell rotated back on the forearm. All right, so let's see, that is a good rep right there. Let's see what a bad rep would look like. That would be a bad rep. The kettlebell must rotate back and be fully locked out overhead. This is also the proper kettlebell hold position. Once again, this position must be held and established for reps to continue to count. So that is basically WOD 1. Once again, it's an 8-minute AMRAP. Score is going to be calories rowed, deadlifts, plus deadlifts reps, plus kettlebell snatch reps. All right, WOD 2, you lift me up. The team will have 12 minutes to establish a 1-rep max snatch and a 1-rep max clean and jerk. Each team will have a 45-pound bar, 35-pound bar, a set of 45s, 35s, 25s, 15s, 10s, 5s, 2.5 plates, and a set of collars. You must use collars when lifting or the lift will not count. Partners can help each other load and unload bars and change plates as needed. Each team will begin with the snatch. Either the male teammate or female teammate can snatch, but once the first lift happens, there's no changing who will establish which lift. The team can utilize the time as needed. Once the 1-rep max snatch is recorded, the other partner will begin clean and jerk. The partner performing the clean and jerk cannot begin loading their bar until the 1-rep max snatch has been completed and recorded. If there is time remaining on the clock and the clean and jerk max has been established, the team is not allowed to go back to the snatch, but they may continue to work on the clean and jerk until the clock runs out. So let's go over the standards here. Snatch. This can be a muscle snatch, a power snatch, a squat snatch, or a split snatch. If using the split snatch, you must bring the feet back together for the lift to be good. So those are all acceptable forms of a snatch. Basically, the bar must come from the floor and ends fully locked out overhead in one motion. Athlete shows control with knees, hips, and elbows locked out. So let's see a bad rep of not showing control. If the athlete is stumbling around and drops the bar, that would be a bad rep. Let's go ahead and address press outs. Press outs will be allowed if the bar lands above the head. If the bar is pressed out from in front of the face, that is going to be considered a no rep. So let's go ahead and see an okay press out. That would still count. And let's see a bad press out. That would be a no rep because the bar landed in front of the face. Moving on to the clean and jerk. The clean and jerk must be 2 movements. So first we'll go with the clean. This can be a muscle clean, a power clean, a squat clean, or a split clean. And all of these, John established that the bar stops at the shoulders and the elbows are in front of the bar. So these were all good cleans. As far as the jerk, this is really more of a shoulder to overhead because it can be a press, a push press, a push jerk, or a split jerk. Knees, hips, elbows locked out, showing control with feet in the same plane is a good rep. The score for this WOD is going to be snatch weight plus clean and jerk weight, and that's WOD 2. Okay guys, WOD 3, Threesome. This is going to have a 15-minute time cap. It is going to be 3 girl WODs. We're going to start with Karen, 150 wall ball shots, followed by Fran, 21, 15, 9 of thrusters and pull-ups, and then finishing off with Grace, 30 clean and jerks. All work can be split however the team wishes with only one partner working at a time. The team must stay together. An example of this would be the partner cannot be finishing off the wall balls while the other partner is waiting at the bars to do thrusters. Or another example would be one partner cannot be doing thrusters while another partner is waiting at the pull-up rig to do pull-ups. The partners have to stay together with their judge. Wall ball standards. Full squat, hip crease below parallel, and ball hits the target or above. For men, this is going to be a 10-foot target, and for women, this is going to be a 9-foot target. Let's go ahead and see some good reps. Squatting below parallel, ball hits the target. All right, you can rest. No air balls. So what I mean by air ball would be the ball not making contact with the wall, and no bouncing the ball. So the athlete cannot drop the ball, bounce, and then catch and pick it up. If the ball is dropped, the ball must come to a complete rest before picking up the ball. Also, when switching between partners for these 150 reps, partner 1 working, their ball must come to a rest before partner 2 can pick up their ball and begin to work. After the 150 wall balls are complete, the partners will move to the barbell for Fran. All right, Fran, 21, 15, 9 of thrusters and pull-ups. The partners will have 2 barbells loaded up, a men's bar with the men's weight and a women's bar with the women's weight. Thrusters, hip crease below parallel in the squat and bar finishes locked out overhead. This must be one fluid motion. Knees, hips, and elbows fully locked out in the ending position. Once again, the bar must be resting on the ground before the other partner can pick up their bar. So let's go ahead and see some good thrusters. Hip crease below parallel, one fluid motion up and overhead, fully locked out. That would be a good rep. Let's see a bad rep pausing at the top. And then push pressing, that would be a bad rep. And let's see one where you don't squat low enough. Bad rep, hip crease not below parallel. All right. Pull-ups. Elbows locked out at the bottom and chin over the bar at the top. Jumping pull-ups are going to be allowed for scaled. The athlete will be measured with the bar 6 inches above the head. This is going to be too tall for Coach John, but we're just going to get the point across here. Elbows must be locked out at the bottom, chin over the bar at the top. That is a jumping pull-up, guys. Scaled athletes, if you want to do standard pull-ups, it will be allowed. Our RX division will be performing standard pull-ups. So let's go ahead and see the allowed pull-ups. Strict, kipping, and butterfly will all be allowed. So that is a good strict pull-up. Let's see some good kipping pull-ups. Those are good kipping pull-ups. And let's see some good butterflies. On butterflies, guys, make sure you're getting that chin above the bar. Once the 9 pull-ups are finished for Fran, the couple will load their bar for Grace. Both bars must be loaded with collars in place before Grace can begin. The men's bar must hold the men's weight, and the women's bar must hold the women's weight. You will be given the proper plates to make the weight changes. Clean and jerks, we reviewed those in WOD 2. It's going to be the same standards. It will be 2 movements, a clean and then a jerk overhead. Once again, it can be a muscle clean, a power clean, a squat clean, or a split clean. And then for the jerk, it's just basically shoulders to overhead. So getting the bar from the shoulders locked out overhead by press, push jerk, or split jerk. The bar must come to a complete rest on the ground before the other partner can begin their reps. And that's it.